All right, happy Sunday, guys. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Stas here. I appreciate you all taking some time out of your day. I'm sure some of you or a lot of you are watching football today, so thanks for taking a little time off the football for your boy here as we're gonna break down Palantir, which overall I'm gonna keep it real on the charts. It's looking vulnerable, right? It looks like we might see some more downside, guys. That's the reality here. And on Friday, we had a pretty rough day. 2% in the red. We broke down to $148 a share. So at one point, guys, we were down like 4 or 5% on the stock on Friday. And yeah, I mean, overall, you'll see it looks like we could be getting more downside. So I want to break down the charts, kind of what I'm doing, where my head's at. But first, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe, guys. Join the email stock newsletter. It's free. And check out my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with my portfolio updates in real time, where we're investing thousands of dollars a month, guys. Check it out. Linked down below. And now let's dive into it. So, like I said, on Friday, it was not a pretty day for Palantir. And mind you, the market in general sold off, but it wasn't that bad. The S&P went down, let's see, on Friday, like 0.3%, barely a quarter percent. A little over that. The Dow went down here. Let's see. What did the Dow go down? About 0.5%. QQQ went up a little bit. So it wasn't a rough day whatsoever. But Palantir slid. And you can see here on the 5-day, 5-minute, with that dump off on Friday morning, we actually took out the lows from the entire week last week, right? Last week, by the way, we were making lower lows, lower highs the entire week. And that, dump off on Friday was like the icing on the cake, right? You can see the channel I just drew out on the 5-day, 5-minute. We hit 148, like I said, which at that point we were down 4 or 5% on the day. We hit that fresh low, got to the bottom of the channel, and then we saw the little recovery here, which you guys can see, even though we saw a recovery, on Friday, we actually still got rejected at 154.40. We saw a little bit of a double top there. You can see here right under that 180 SMA on the 5-day, 5-minute. Then we slipped again into close. So we kind of saw a bit of a recovery rally on Friday, and then it fizzled off into close. We closed barely over $153 per share. So overall, guys, Palantir is well in control, or the Bears are in control right now in the very short term, and they have been. We all know that. On the 30-minute chart, you guys see it. On the 1-hour chart, you guys see it. And now, if I get the channel tool out again on the 1-hour chart time frame, whatever you want to call it, now you guys can see we're starting to slip through $150 a share, which, do you guys remember, 150 to 152, that was support for quite some time. The last, at this point, 2-3 weeks for the stock, we held support at about 150, 152. Yeah, we started breaking under that point on Friday. When we got down to 148, what did we do? We broke that support. Although we did break back over it and we closed above it, that's good, as we closed at 153. But still, the fact that we went under it, I'm not loving that. That goes to show there could be more downside in the future. And what does that lead me to? That leads me to the head and shoulders on the 4-hour chart, which you guys, well, you're probably well aware of if you've been watching these update videos where we break down the charts, any news, and so forth, which you guys got to pay attention. Make sure to subscribe. Don't be shy, guys. Make sure to subscribe. We can see that head and shoulders is clear as day, man, and we're starting to get that break into the 140s, which goes to show there could be, a dump off coming here. And I don't think necessarily Palantir is going to collapse, go down to 100, 110, 120 even necessarily. But could it slip down to, let's say, 135, 140? Could this gap right here fill? Totally. It probably could if we get more volatility here in September, which historically is the worst month for stocks. If we get more downside, guys, which it's only the 7th when I'm making this video of September. If we get more downside, Palantir could fill this gap down to about 135 on the lower end, in my opinion. That's where I think if it got really ugly, that's where I think it could go. But for now, we're still technically in this channel. But I'm telling you, man, the fact that we got to 148 Friday, the bears are gaining momentum. Be mindful of that. So heading into this week, guys, there's a lot going on. We got to be sharp and on point. Later in the week, we have CPI coming out, I believe. Let me actually pull the calendar up. Wait, before I actually do that, let me set this alert before I forget. Mark is out. We're below $150 per share. So I actually have football going on the side window here. Let me, it's muted. You guys can't hear it. I forgot I had it going. Let me open up a new window here and pop up the calendar to show you all kind of what's going on here. I know for sure we have CPI coming out on Thursday, and we have some other things to pay attention to as well. We have PPI. Let's pull this up here to give you guys a little more, information on what to watch out for. So look, on Wednesday, we're getting core PPI, for the United States, which is expected to be at 0.3%. It looks like that's the forecast for core PPI. Last month, it was 0.9%. And essentially this measures, you guys can see here, the price or the change in the price of finished goods and services sold by producers, excluding food and energy, you guys can see. So that's, again, projected at 0.3%. Previously, it was 0.9%. That's the monthly number. That's core, again. And the other number, just the regular PPI, headline number, whatever you want to call it, 0.3 is the projection. 0.3%, and last month it was 0.9%. So PPI is on Wednesday, guys, and on Thursday we are getting CPI. You heard that right, CPI. So core is expected at 0.3%. It was 0.3% last month as well. That's for the monthly number. The headline number was 0.2% last month. That's expected to come up to 0.3%. So a little spike expected in that CPI number. The monthly number and the yearly number, guys, expect to pop. It was 2.7% for the headline number last month, right? 2.7%, and now it's expected to go to 2.9%. And CPI, for the one or two of you out there that don't know what that is, I'm sure all you guys know what CPI is if you're watching this video, but essentially it's the change in the price, it says it right here, of goods and services purchased by consumers. So they have a basket of goods and services they look at, and essentially they track the changes over time. And a lot of people don't trust the number fully because it doesn't include everything. Another website I look at is Trueflation, which I actually haven't looked at in a while here. Let's pull it up. Trueflation. Let's see if it even wants to pop up, if I can even spell it right. So Trueflation, I'm curious to see where this has us at. What's going on with this now? Get started for free. Was it even called Trueflation, or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing? Either way, guys, either way, don't fully trust the number. I think it was called something else now that I think about it. Either way, don't fully trust the number that we're getting from the Fed, right, or from the government, but you got to look at it. Or actually, a better way to put it is take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Take it with a grain of salt, because we don't have the whole story. But yeah, that's what's coming out here on Thursday. It's coming pretty soon, guys. Next couple of days, and you bet you know what, it's going to impact the overall market and probably Palantir stock as well. So what do you guys think? That's kind of where my head's at, what I'm looking for here. Excuse me. Holy moly. My alert's at 150. If we get under that point, I think we fill the gap down even further. Head and shoulders will play out, and ultimately a big, nasty relief rally is going to come, which honestly, it might come after this head and shoulders plays out, if it even does. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, if you want to keep up with the portfolio updates, I post multiple a week. That's on Patreon, and we're investing thousands of dollars a month, guys. We're buying stocks, real money, full transparency. All of that is on Patreon down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video.